Hi, it's Jill Goodell again, and I want to talk about a new product that I learned about in England. While I was visiting there was this artist that had this wonderful watercolor painting, and I asked her what product that she used, and she said it's Brusho. Never hearing about it before, I went ahead and went up on Dick Blick and bought a box. And what I got was this box with 12 assorted colors, and it's made by Colorcraft in Sheffield, England. It's made of crystals and pigment, and it's called Crystal Colors. It's not technically a watercolor. Instead, it's really an ink, a water-soluble ink, and they come in products like this. This is there's these containers, and there's 12 of them, and this is emerald green. Now you're not supposed to open it, but mine didn't come with instructions, so of course I opened it, and so which is good for you because now you can see what's in there, and it's just pigment and crystals. What you do is you have all these 12 containers, and you take a big pen and pierce the top, and that's how you get all of the crystals out. So how do you use this? Well, it's mostly by shaking and adding water. Because it had containers and it just had the names, I actually did some color swatches, and so I have that set up on my little palette over there. And these are the colors that they have, and it's 2 greens, 2 yellows, 2 reds, 2 blues, a brown and a black, and purple. Very good colors to choose from. Okay, so what I've done is I've drawn a picture of some cherries here, and we're going to create a painting from this that's going to be similar to what this is. So it's not going to be the same because every time you do a different painting it changes with this kind of medium. First of all, I want to talk about a few things. This is watercolor paper, 100% cotton. You want to keep that. I've laid it down with this tape, which will make it from buckling. I also have a protective apron on, which is really important. You don't want to wear anything that you really cherish when you're doing this project because it'll stain your clothing. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some resist down for some color, to preserve the whites. So I'm using this crayon. You can pick it up for $1 at an art store, or you can just go ahead and use this candlestick. I broke up a candlestick for the same thing. For convenience, I'm going to go ahead and use the resist here. You can also use masking fluid for the same thing, and then take the masking fluid off. Once you get the wax on, you can't take it off, so that's why some people use the masking fluid. Okay, so what am I going to do next? I'm going to take this color, Scarlet, and this color, Brilliant Red, and I'm going to just sprinkle it around the painting. If you find that you can't get a lot of your sprinkles out, you may have to re-pierce it. So that's something that or maybe just shake it a little bit. And then Scarlet is like the heaviest of all the colors in here, and purple too, so you have to be careful when you're sprinkling. Now I'm going to use this as the spray. I use this as my sprayer, but any hand sprayer water sprayer would be fine. Now I'm going to spritz it, but I'm not going to go close to it because if I go really close there's going to be lots of water and it will flood the paper. So I'm going to stand out. I'm going to hold it about 8 inches above, and I'm going to just let the pigment spread. Isn't that delightful? Now with a little bit of water, I can play with these with my paintbrush. I could really flood it if you really wanted to do that, and then you could tilt it if you want. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and paint the cherries. And you can see how that wax resist really has helped here. And I'm going to pick up some of that. And I really enjoy this medium. It's been so much fun learning it. Just to be on the safe side, I'm going to make sure that where it's resisted, that it's really white. Okay, so while this is still a little wet, I'm going to take some purple and put it on my porcelain palette. I like porcelain palettes because they are so easy to clean. And I'm also going to take some scarlet. Whoops. And as you notice, I'm banging on the palette, and it seems to help get the sprinkles out more, or the little. And you can see how this color just appears. It's just a wonderful product. What I'm going to do here is I want to have a little bit darker red, so I'm going to clean my brush off and I'm going to put some of this purple in the red so I can get a richer red. It is so easy to work with. And then I'm coming back here when it's still wet, and I'm going to put some shadow in the cherry itself. Well, that's drying. I can go ahead and play around with some things by using some more of the sprinkly stuff called Brusho. And I'm going to go ahead and put some yellow up here, and this is the lemon yellow, and I'm going to use this paper as a resist, or as a mask in other words. And I'm going to just sprinkle this on. It seems to be a little bit difficult, so I'll just shake it back down a little bit. And then take my spritzer and add some color there. I'm going to do the same thing over in this corner, but I'll use orange this time. So again, spritz, spritz, shake, 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 and then a little bit of spritzing, and I have that color. And you can see how this adds a liveliness to this process. Let me put a little bit of blue down in this corner. Now my demonstration on my blog spot, it's a little bit different. I've let everything dry first between each one. But I'm living a little dangerously in this video. And I think I'll do some turquoise down here. So, and it's okay to live dangerously with artwork, you know? Nothing ever gets done if you, nothing new ever, I should say, nothing new ever occurs if you don't experiment and try different things. So you can see how that's really made it very lively. So what I'm going to now do is put some purple underneath these cherries. And again, like I said, this is different than what's on my blog spot. My blog, it's jillgoodell.blogspot.com, and I'm doing this a little bit differently and being wild and crazy. Ha ha ha. And trying different things. Why not? And then I'm going to put a little bit more color on this side, and let's go ahead and put a little more purple, just like that purple, just slide right into the other purple. And there's my spritzer, and in less than a few minutes I have completed a nice little painting, and now I can move it around, the colors around, and let them just work themselves in. You can also put your paintbrush down here and play with it a little bit yourself, and probably I'll end up doing a little bit more later on. But this is the beginning of a fun kind of painting, and this can be the bottom and And so that's how you do it. And maybe a little bit more purple in here, just for fun. And there you go. So I hope you enjoyed this little short video. And please come back again. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.